Hello guys, it is Dylan. I am 11 years old. I am in 6th grade and I am going to be teaching you guys how to be solving pemdas. Basically, the order of expressions or something like that. P is please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. P is for parentheses. So parentheses look like this. Oh, like that. Those are parentheses, but usually there'll be a number inside the parentheses with an expression like 8 plus 87 in the parentheses. Alright, just like that. That's what one of them. That's what parentheses are. Expressions, on the other hand, is a number. So let's just say 5. Create another text box. We're going to go to select, make this 3 in this. Going to go to select. Alright, that's not gonna work. We're gonna go to calligraphy. Go to select. Then we're gonna size this down. This is what an expression looks like. Alright? Those are an exponent. That's what I mean. This is an exponent. So usually you think with an exponent it's 5 times 3. But instead of 5 times 3, it is 5 to the third power. And 5 to the third power is basically 5 times 5 times 5. So 5 times 5 is going to equal 25. It's going to equal 25. So that is 5 to the second power, but we're not looking for 5 to the second power. We're looking for 5 to the third power. All right? So if we move this up so you can see it, put that to calligraphy, select. You move this up. That is 5 to the second power right there. So we're going to size this down eventually. So 25. And see, that's 5 to the second power. So we're not looking for that. We're looking for 5 to the third power, or 5 cubed. Well, 25 times 5 is 5 to the third power. If we figure this out and we solve this, 25 times 5 should equal, if you get this correct, 25 times 5 should equal 125. And that is your answer right there, 125. Right there. So, that is what you should get for 5 to the third power instead of trying to multiply 5 3 times. If you multiply 5 3 times, which is 15, you will automatically get it incorrect, and you won't get the test grade you would have gotten if you would have just went 5 cubed, which is 5 times 5 is 25, times 5 equals 125. That is your answer to 5 cubed. That is an exponent right there. Now, let me show you what multiplication and dividing. The next one inside, PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Multiplication and dividing usually looks like this. If you're more older and more in math, dividing won't look like an actual symbol anymore. It will actually look like this. That's basically what they're trying to say is 4 divided by 6. That's what it'll look like whenever you're more advanced. So 4 divided by 8, that's 2. That's what it'll look like. So that's basically what I learned. Alright, that is multiplication and dividing. So, for example, let's go with multiplication. And in PEMDAS, there is no really an order for multiplication and dividing. So multiplication and dividing, whatever's left to right, you do first. So let's just make a random expression. 3 times 7 divided by 14 times 2. All right? Just a random expression, all right? That right there is what you'll say is we're going to do multiplication first, right? No. We do left to right. So since multiplication and division are both in this thing, in this particular problem, 3 times 7, you'll do that first, okay? So 3 times 7, that's 21. All right? So 3 times 7 is 21. And now you still have the divided by 14 and then times 2. You still have that left. So you guys would be saying, okay, now it's time to do multiplication, right? No. Still no, because multiplication isn't in front of the division. So 21 divided by 14 is going to be 7, I believe. All right, quote me if I'm wrong on this. I don't know if it's 7, but I think it is. So then we're just going to say it's 7. 7 times 2 is next. So if we just do 7 times 2, everybody obviously knows it's 14. 14 would be the answer. And you probably can't see that, but make this bigger. Size this down. That would be the answer to this problem, which I think it would be, honestly. So, that is just PEMDAS with P, E, M, and D. So we have parentheses you have learned about, expressions, multiplication, and division. So, now onto the PEM and then the A and the S. Can anybody guess what the A and the S is? If you said addition and subtraction, you're correct. Addition and subtraction are the next things in PEMDAS. They're the next things you have to do in PEMDAS. It's the same thing that goes with multiplication, where it doesn't matter if they're both in the question. You don't have to do, let's say, addition first. You do what's left to right. So let's bring another one. Plus 7 minus 10 plus 7. Let's just make this times 2. See? Look at that. A new old question with a multiplication sign inside it. So I'm going to block out the multiplication sign. I don't know why I do that. Let's just focus on this right here. So 4 plus 7, you would think after you do 4 plus 7, you're going to add 17. Incorrect. 4 plus 7 is 11. So we bring that down, make another box, 1, 1, 11. So now we're going to put this up so you guys can see it. Bear with me. Let me select this. Move that up. Now go back to text box. Nope. Alright, basically it is 11. Now it is 11 minus 10 plus 17. That's what it should look like when you're done with the first problem. Let me zoom out. Why am I zoomed in? It's whatever. Alright, this is what it should look like. Right here. That is what it should look like after you do 4 plus 7. So then after you do that, 11 minus 10, which you think we do 11 plus 17, which is also incorrect. 11 minus 10 is 1. So then, obviously, 1 plus 17 plus 17. Oh my god. 17, everybody knows, equals 18. That would be your answer for this problem right here. So, now that we've gone through all of this, I don't know how to zoom out. Right there would be good. Now that we've done all this, let me make a problem for you guys. So, this will be probably the end of our video after this. But here we go. Here we go, making our text box a little bigger because this one's going to be a good one. Let's just do parentheses. Nope, 19, parentheses after. And if you didn't know, let's just say 2 parentheses. That 2 next to parentheses means you have to multiply, okay? So let's just say now 2 next to parentheses, 14 plus 13, in close parentheses, minus 10, and then divide by 2. All right? That's a little more complicated. And then we're also going to add a little exponent up there. So let's add to the first power. Let's not go super crazy on it. All right, so to the first power is here, and we're going to move it up so it looks like it's an exponent. So yeah, that's not gonna work either. Now if I go to select, move it up, let's put it on the 14. It really doesn't matter. Bam. 14, 2 times 4 parentheses, 14 plus 13 and parentheses, minus 10 divided by 2. All right? This is more complex, kind of weird little looking expression. All right? So let's solve it. All right? So if you guys know PEMDAS, P always comes first. So parentheses will come first. We solve those first. So just so you don't forget, we can just honestly drop down the 2, drop down the minus 10, and also the divided by 2. All right? So 14 to the first power is 14 because anything times 1 will equal 14. So if we do 14 plus 13, if you get it correct, it'll be 27. So 27, and then that's what it should look like. But they should have a multiplier right there. 2 times 27 is what it should look like. Bam. 2 times 27 minus 10 divided by 2. All right? This is what it should look like. If it doesn't look like this, you made a mistake. But if it does look like this, you didn't make a mistake. So, if we correct this, we honestly, if you remembered, we had to do multiplication, not particularly first, but since it's the first thing that comes up in the left to right order, we're going to do multiplication first. All right, so let's make another box. And here we go. Delete that. And 27 times 2. So 27, enter, times, wait. Let's just do it like this, times 2. All right, so I don't know how to do this, but we're going to move this out of the way somehow. And I know what I'm going to do. Bam, do that. Make another box, put times in there. Alright, now that we're going to shrink this down, gonna go to calligraphy, star calligraphy, select. Now we can move this up, and now it will look like an actual problem. There we go, 27 times 2. Well, 7 times 2 equals 14. And we put the 4 down there, and you drag the 1 up. So 2 times 2 is also 4, but with that 1, it's 5. So your answer should be 54. Now that you've solved that part of the problem, let's move this. You saw that. You should get 54 minus 10 divided by 2. All right, that should be your little expression now, or your little thing you have to solve. And let's just move these out of the way because our main focus right now is this right here. All right, let's go back to the text thing. And 54, you guys would think, oh, let's just do 54 minus 10. Wrong. You have to do 54 divided by 2. Right here. Skip the minus 10. You can just bring that down. And here we go. We're going to bring this up, actually, so you can see a little better. Go into text. All right. So, after you go to 10 divided by... Nope. Actually, I was incorrect. You're supposed to do 10 divided by 2 after. Yeah? Coming. You're supposed to do 10 divided by 2 after. All right. So, as I said, you have to do 10 divided by 2. Here we go. We're going to add a text box right there. Going to go to select. Oh, I have to write something in it first. All right, make a text box right here. And 10 divided by 2. So if you make your things right, 1 times 1 equals 1 times 2 is basically 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 5, would you look at that, it's 10. So it's basically repetitive addition. Basically, instead of doing multiplication though, we're solving a division problem. So if we know that 2 times 5 equals 10, then obviously 10 divided by 2 should equal 5. So our problem should look like this now. That's what it should look like. So after your problem looks like this right here, then you've probably got the correct answer. So if we all know 54 minus 5, you think, oh, this isn't going to be so easy because it's not really that even. Well, 54 minus 5, if you think 55 minus 5 would equal 50, then just minus 1, the answer you should get is right there, 49. Let me select this so you can see it. Good. 49 should be your answer right here. The answer to this problem. All right. That is going to conclude this session for me, teaching you how to do this. I want to thank you if you watched this whole way. Like, subscribe, and tell me what I should do next for, math. Like, subscribe, comment, and bye.